All right, so we have another example where we're going to write and solve um, one-step multiplication inequalities. So Dominic has 12 friends and he invited them to his birthday party. How much can he spend per person on party favors if his budget is no more than $75? We are going to write and solve an inequality, and that's going to help us to determine the budget for each person, and then we're going to interpret the solution. So first things first, a couple things that stick out to me is the 12 friends that he has invited, and his budget is no more than $75. So we need 12 friends, and we know that we're going to spend some money on them. We don't know how much money we're going to spend per friend, so we're just going to use X. So we have 12 friends, and we're going to spend X amount of dollars on the party favors for each of those friends. But his budget can be no more than 75. So it can be equal to 75, right? But it cannot be more than 75. So that's basically what this statement is saying here. So, what do we need to do? First is look at it and ask ourselves, is the variable isolated? In this case, we see that it's not because we're multiplying by 12. So, to undo the multiplication, we need to divide both sides by 12. Remember, the side that has the variable, you need that to be equal to 1 because we're using that inverse operation. So, 12 divided by 12 is equal to 1, so we're good. We'll bring our x down, and then we have it is less than or equal to whatever 75 divided by 12 is. Let's see what we've got. 75 divided by 12 gives us 6.25. All right, so what this tells me is that he can spend the value, the amount of money that he spends has to be less than or equal to $6.25 for him to stay within that budget of $75. So let's graph it and see what our solution set looks like. So we have our 0 here. I'll place the 6.25 over here. And the values that we're looking for, I'm going to place my circle over the 6.25. It's going to be shaded in because it can also include 6.25. And the values that we're looking for, X has to be less than or equal to $6.25. So let me get a different color marker. All the values that will make this a true statement have to be to the left. It has to be smaller than $6.25. So I will use a common number that we can see is going to be 12 times, let's say 0. So let's make that 0. 12 times 0 is going to be less than or equal to 75. All right. So 12 times 0, that's saying he spent no money on his friends. Then, I mean, that's obvious, right? 12 times 0 is going to be 0. And of course, that is less than or equal to 75. So this is a true statement. Okay. So he can spend up to $6.25 for him not to go over his budget of $75.